Okay. So what I'm showing here is just a page in the module if you want to look at that. So today is going to be the hackathon. These are instructions for moving your student AP account into Mr. Swift's AP classroom. All right. Everybody needs to be in my AP classroom in order to do the warm-up. Okay. So you can follow this link, just the apstudent.collegeboard.org, and then you should be able to sign in and use my section code, capital MMWAKY, to join my classroom. All right. Let me present. Okay. So this is, everyone's having to do this. If you were in my classroom before, you do not need to do anything. You are already in my classroom. You can double check. If you were not in my classroom before this semester, you need to go in. Oh, there's it. We've almost got everyone now. Still missing a couple. Matt, I'm explaining how you've got to sign up in my AP classroom. I've got a page with a link in the module. Okay, so if you look here, these instructions, this is the link that should take you to signing up for the AP classroom. If it's not, for some reason, just type in AP classroom. You should be able to sign in there with my section code, capital MMWAKY. All right. Katrina, we need to make sure that you are in my AP classroom. In the chat, there's a link that should take you in, and I think you just sign in and use my section code to join Mr. Swift's AP CSP. Has everyone been able to do this? Anybody having trouble? Oh, here comes Kyle. Why are people so late today? Kyle,
yep.
You should be in my AP classroom. You should not have to worry. I'm making sure that everyone is signed up in my AP classroom to do their warm-up today. Okay, is anyone having trouble? Is anyone feeling that they are not signed up? Okay, so once you are in your AP classroom, there should be an assignment named 21721 warm-up. Okay, there should be this assessment in their copy of 217 warm-up. Are you guys seeing that?
Yeah.
I have never worked out of the AP classroom before, so I am a little nervous about how you are seeing this. In theory, 13% of people have already taken this before class. So it should be up in your classroom as an available assignment or assessment. Is this making sense? I haven't heard from anyone. Nobody's saying they're having trouble getting into the classroom. Nobody's saying that they are having trouble finding this assignment. Somebody, please.
I'm in
Works
the
well.
classroom, but I can't find the assignment at all.
Okay, has anyone already found the assessment in there? There, Mike is saying you can't find the assignment. I don't know what your side looks like, but a lot of people seem to have done this already. Is anyone finding the assignment and can explain how to get to it in the AP classroom?
Yeah, go to the AP Classroom webpage, and then there's like an assessments tab. Then just look for Swift, for Mr. Swift, and then it should be like the first link under that.
Okay, did everyone hear that? So does it look at all like mine? Does it
Not
look like this?
There are like two ways to see it. Like you can see it like
Here,
that,
why
or
don't
you
you,
click
I got
direct.
it. Let me let you share your screen. Okay?
All right,
Hang on.
sure.
Oh, let me stop. Stop you. There we go. Okay, you're good. Go ahead and share your screen and just show people so that way I can see it too.
So all I did was type apclassroom.collegeboard.org, and then I click computer science principles, and then assessments
Assessments.
should be here, and I just continue.
Okay,
Yep.
and it's just 3 questions. They're relatively easy. These are AP questions. The idea is to get you guys having a little practice with actual AP questions. This is not going to be graded. This is just for practice and a warm-up. Okay, thank you so much, Kyle. Is everyone getting there? Okay, is anyone having trouble finding the assignment? So that should be the email to get you into the classroom. Nobody's saying they're having a problem, so I'm assuming everybody's happy. Okay. We all know what happens when we assume, right? It makes an ass of you and me. Pardon my French. I should not be using such language in the classroom. But it is a wonderful thing about assumptions. Okay. Anybody need more time for the warm-up? Well, there's Lauren Ty. She's going to need this. Lauren? Shoot, how am I going to do this? Lauren, you need to make sure that you are signed into my AP classroom. Okay?
Okay.
So you can either go to AP Classroom, I put this in the chat. That should be a link that takes you in where you can sign in and then use my section code, MMWAKY in all caps. Okay, Lauren, are you okay? Were you able to do that?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, no worries. I'm not too worried. These are not going to be graded, so I'm just going to go over this so that we can move on because we have a lot to do today. Okay, question 1. Would somebody like to volunteer which one they think is the answer? Which of the following is an advantage of a lossless compression algorithm over a lossy compression algorithm? Is it a lossless compression algorithm can guarantee that compressed information is kept secure, while a lossy compression algorithm cannot? B, a lossless compression algorithm can guarantee reconstruction of original data, while a lossy compression algorithm cannot. C, a lossless compression algorithm typically allows for faster transmission speeds than does a lossy compression algorithm. Or D, a lossless compression algorithm typically provides a greater reduction in the number of bits stored or transmitted than does a lossy compression algorithm? Ah, Sanaz has given a guess. Anybody else? Anybody else have an idea? Ah, there's another B. Anybody else? We're doubling down on B. B is correct. A lossless compression algorithm can guarantee reconstruction of original data. That is the one advantage to lossless compression, while lossy cannot, because lossy loses data and it cannot be reconstructed 100% the way it was originally sent. Okay. Let's try 2. A user wants to save a data file on an online storage site. The user wants to reduce the size of the file if possible and wants to be able to completely restore the file to its original version. Which of the following actions best supports the user's needs? A, compressing the file using a lossless compression algorithm before uploading it. B, compressing the file using a lossy compression algorithm before uploading it. D, compressing the file using both lossy and lossless compression algorithms before uploading it. Or D, uploading the original file without using any compression algorithm. Oh, we've got an A, another A. Anybody else? Sanaz's very good answer. A is correct, right? It's very straightforward. Compressing the file using a lossless compression algorithm before uploading it. That is the only way that you will be able to recreate your message 100%, is using a lossless compression, okay? I know this is very old, it's got cobwebs on it. A programmer is developing software for a social media platform. The programmer is planning to use compression when users send attachments to other users. Which of the following is a true statement about the use of compression? Lossless compression of video files will generally save more space than lossy compression of video files. Lossless compression of an image file will generally result in a file that is equal in size to the original file. Lossy compression of an image file generally provides a greater reduction of transmission time than lossless compression does. D, sound clips compressed with lossy compression for storage on the platform can be restored to their original quality when they are played. Okay, look, I've got an answer from Sophia. Anybody else feeling brave? Come on. Ah, Kyle's brave. He says, see, everybody's jumping in on C. You are correct. Great job, team. Everybody seems to be remembering their stuff, and that's important. So, which of the following is a true statement about the use of compression, right? The programmer's planning to use compression. Okay, so lossy compression of an image file generally provides a greater reduction in transmission time than lossless compression does. That is true because lossy is all about speed, that you are losing pieces of your image file to increase the speed of transmission, that you're transmitting less data. Typically, that will always be faster than a lossless compression format because lossless is just compressing it a lot less. All right. Anybody have questions, problems? That was wonderful. Okay, let's get to it. Today. So everyone's in my AP classroom. When I check tonight, my list, it's going to have the right numbers in it, right? All right, so let's present. So we're doing something a little different today, and it's going to possibly have some issues. So we are going to work as a team to make this happen. Our agenda is there is a warm-up in the AP classroom. So we've done that. Today, we are going to be working on the U5L13 to 17 hackathon, steps 1 through 5. Ideally, you will be creating the user interface of your app. There will be a quiz in a week. I believe it is going to be next Monday for us, the 22nd. I need to confirm that. But I'm just warning you that it's going to be our traversals quiz. Again, probably 3 questions, nothing terrible. What is due is U5L11 traversals practice is today. U5L13 to 17 hackathon is going to be due on March 1st. Progress reports on Friday. Not quite sure what that means, but all right. So our objective or goal is that you will be able to create programming patterns using lists, arrays, list/arrays, they are the same thing, loops and traversals to develop a functioning app together with a partner by following the activity guide and using the information we have learned during the unit. Okay? So don't worry, these other things are just the agendas for our next classes. All right? So today, our goal is to get through parts 1 through 5. All right? So this is Unit 5, Lesson 13, Project Hackathon Part 1. I do want to show you in the module quickly. This is your activity guide right here, Hackathon Activity Guide. Please open that up. You're going to need it. All right? Why don't I open it up too? All right, there's my activity guide. All right. Okay. So what we are going to be doing, find the project planning guide on Canvas. Well, we just did that. For this project, you will work with a partner. Together, you will create an app that uses a data set. There are 2 roles in this project, designer and programmer. You are both responsible for the overall project, but you will focus on different parts of the project at any given time. So you will not be working synchronously in a waterfall manner, doing the first thing first, the second thing second, the third thing third. You will both be working simultaneously on different parts of the app, okay? You are both responsible for the overall project, but you will focus on different parts of the project at any given time. You both need to create your app. You both need to fill out your activity guide. The fact that your app and your activity guide can look identical is not a problem. You are both working together to create the same thing, all right? You are 2 teammates. After we finish with the project, you will individually complete a written response that will help you practice for the create performance task, okay? Does that all make sense? Sophia, you cannot work independently. The whole point of this project is that you have to work with a partner. Now, this is an exciting issue. Some people, and I am trying to reach out to you right now, have been having real difficulty with the last 2 apps, that they have not been able to get them done. So what's going to happen when we get paired up? I don't want anyone to feel bad. This is very difficult material. We are moving very fast. This is COVID, it's online. There are a myriad reasons that people are not getting how to code their apps. What I am going to do, we are going to be using random breakout rooms. Again, I am trying to introduce everyone around to other people and to have you learn who you can go to if you are having troubles with your code. In the AP Create performance task, I cannot help you in any way. Your fellow students can help you. So your create task is going to be like this. you can build your create task with the help of other students with your code. All you need to do is comment that. This code I collaborated with my friend, Nathan Zalik, all right? So if I want everyone to work on building their app today, right? I'm gonna put everyone in breakout rooms of 2. With luck, the second person will stay there. What I do want to do at the end of today, before the end of class, is see how everyone is doing. If your room is having real trouble, I want to pair your room with another room that is not having trouble. How to do that will be a little interesting. I think that, ideally, the stronger coder will be working on the code and the weaker coder will be working on the user interface design. I think that should accommodate a lot of this issue, because I think everyone understands pretty well how to do the user interface design, or can be coached pretty easily in that. Doing the coding is the hard part. So come the end of today, if you are having difficulty in your room, having both of you seemingly be able to carry the load, to be thinking about the coding, to be creating the user interface. If your team is having problems, I want you to reach out to me and I will join you with another room. I want everyone to have the support that they need. I don't want them to feel that you're not able to do this. But what this experience is going to do for you is really highlight what you know and what you don't know, okay? This is very important to you studying up and making sure that you do know the things that you are rusty on. This app is not huge points. It is 10 points. So don't get upset that somebody else's inability to do their job is costing you too much. Try and support each other. Try and help people to get over these hurdles. You guys can share any information in your room. Let me go through this and let's see if it all makes a little more sense, all right? All right, the submission, your final app will be on code.org. This completed project planning guide will be on Canvas, right? So your project planning guide, each one of you will do, each one of you will create your app in code.org. You'll see later on, the way that you end up sharing the code is merely copying the text and then pasting that text into your app. There will be instructions about that. So the app requirements are at least 3 screens, all right? All screens can be easily navigated through the user interface, okay? A data set used in a meaningful way toward the program's purpose. At least one list is traversed using map, reduce, or filter. Indicate which in a comment, in a meaningful way towards the program's purpose. All right, let's read that one over again. At least one list is traversed using map, reduce, or filter. Indicate which you're using in a comment, and it needs to do that in a meaningful way towards the program's purpose. All right, all functions include comments to explain their purpose and how they work. All element IDs have a meaningful name, not button 1, button 2, button 3, or screen 1, screen 2, screen 3, but home screen, answer screen, you lose screen, whatever. No errors in your code, okay? I think I might try and take an image grab of this page and I'll put it in the module for you so that you don't have to be looking through the presentation to find it. But everyone has access to the presentation, right? Everyone can get in here to look at the requirements and maybe make a copy for yourself. 3 screens, they all need to be navigated, a data set used in a meaningful way, At least one list is traversed using map, reduce, or filter, indicate in comments. Programming constructs variables, functions, conditionals, lists, and loops. Wow, everything, the whole kitchen sink is in there. All functions include comments to explain their purpose and how they work. All element IDs have meaningful names, no errors in the code. Guys, all I can say is I am still coming across apps with no comments on them. Please, please make my life and your life easier. Put comments on your apps. Every single one needs comments or you are going to be dinged 2 points at this rate at this time. Okay, so the hackathon project, part 1, you're going to choose a data set with your partner. Go to the Make project. Open up the data tab and look at the data sets, okay? Choose a data set that looks interesting to you and your partner. Maybe these will be art collections. Maybe it's migratory birds. I don't know what's in your data sets. Fill out the bottom of page 1 in the planning guide, the investigate phase, okay? You're gonna do 5 steps today. Brainstorm an app with a partner. Consider the columns of data you are using. How will your app traverse this data? Filter, most common option. Use the list from one column to determine information that will be filtered from a list created by another column. Okay, remember those filtered lists we did before? Example, dog height filters dog names. So only the names of small dogs are added to the filtered list. That's what we did last time. Map, add or change each item in a list. Example, map a list of numbers pulled from a column using math round. Now each number is rounded, okay? Reduce the data in a list to a single number. For example, find the smallest number in a list. Find the largest number in the list. Who got the best grade in the class? Complete in planning guide, all right? Step 3, create a paper prototype with your partner. Draw a prototype which shows how your app will actually run. Include all the buttons, text, and images that the user will be able to use and see. Write notes or draw arrows showing how different user interfaces elements should work. For example, if clicking a button takes me to another screen, I should draw an arrow from the button to the drawing of the screen. So see the high ones that are going just to the screen as opposed to from button to button, all right? Step 4, prepare to build your app with a partner. Fill out the table on 4 through 6. These are just the classics. What are the element IDs? What are your variable names? Looks like a function name in there, all right? That's step 4. And step 5, test screens with a partner. Build a quick version of the screens, which includes all elements with their proper element IDs. Do not worry about design at all. This is purely to allow the programmer the ability to test their code as they go along. Okay, choose your roles. Programmer, responsible for majority of the programming, needs to communicate decisions with the designer. Designer, responsible for the design of the app. Pair programs with the programmer as needed, okay? So if you want, if you guys get done with part 5 and you have your user interface programmed, you can continue on to 6. This one presentation is going to work for all 3 days that we are doing the hackathon. We will have 3 days to work on this, all right? So I'm going to, well, you'll see when we get to this, probably tomorrow, designer ready to share your screens with the programmer. Follow these steps. Programmer adds a blank screen. Delete the old project screen, the placeholders. This is the idea that the person who creates your user interface is going to have to share it with the programmer. These are explanations of how you cannot take all the screens out of your app and then add all the new screens in. you are going to need to have the old screens in and add the new ones and then delete the old screens out. You can't have an empty app apparently. So these are the instructions for that. I am not going to go through them because I do not think we will get there today and I want to get you started. Okay, does this all make sense? Does anyone have questions on what they are doing or what the app is that they are building? We cannot choose partners at this point. I just do not have the ability to do that. And a lot of you do not have computers that will allow that. I think it is going to be better for everyone to use random partners because then you're going to be working with different people. I do think we need to figure out a way to get personal choice in the AP build, but let's worry about that down the road. Okay, so let me make breakout rooms. I'm gonna stop sharing. Okay, we have 30 participants. Okay, this, I've got to go with rooms of 2 to 3. So one room might have 3. Let me, hang on, maybe I can. Let me look at these. One second. All right. Okay, so in you go. Fingers crossed this will all work out. If anyone is having trouble, please let me know. I'm gonna pull everyone out with 5 minutes left and let's see if we can precise the rooms. Ethan?
This is code.org. Do this. This program imports data from states and table and filters it. The top part filters to get only the states that have been added to the United States since the year 1900. That's a few: Alaska, Hawaii, was Dakota's territory? Anyways, update the program to print the list of states that have a population of 1 million, of less than 1 million. Use the code that filters the states by their admission date. Let me first run this. Arizona, Alaska, Hawaii, New Mexico, Oklahoma. Huh, cool. All right, and so that's those. Now, where is it getting this from? It's talking about this, right? So var state list is equal to get column US states state name. So this data section, they have US states. Get column from what? US states. What am I getting? The state's name. Click on this, US states, state name. And so we create a list or an array from that, the whole column of data, and then of the years we do. So we grab years as well and do that. Cool. All right. Now what they want, use the code that filters admission date as an example. Okay, so once we have those two items, what do? Well, like we have been, we get two variables, state and year, and we have a for loop. All right, this again, real quick. So I is equal to 0. I is less than the length of our state list, and each time we loop, we add one to I. So is 0, since I is equal to 0, is 0 less than the length of the state list? Yeah, because that would be 50, so 0 is less. So we dip into our loop. We now say state list I, what's I? 0. So that's the 0 index. So whatever is at the 0 index of this, which would be Alabama. So now name state is going to be state list I, which is going to be the state name. So the state will be equal to Alabama here because that's at 0 index. Whatever year it's inducted, Alabama will go here, right? So whatever year is admission 1819. So then year list, right? We got the whole year list. So index is 0, 1819. Now it says if year is greater than 1900, 1819 is not greater than 1900. So we skipped this, hit the bottom, I equals I plus 1 or I plus plus. So we add 1 to I. So is 1 less than state list length? Yes. So we dip into the loop, state list 1, whatever index is at 1, whatever item, Alaska, and then we grab its year and we check. Now Alaska, interestingly enough, is 1959. 1959 is greater than 1900, so that is true. We run the code in the if statement. Append item since 1900 list, which is created here. It's an empty list. Append means add to, so we smack on the back of, we add it to state. And what was state? State's equal to the state name at index 1 right now. Index 1 is Alaska. So now we have one item on our list. We hit the bottom and we continue down. All right, so now they want in this state list length, state list population. Do we grab the population? Yes, so now they grab the population for us. What we need to do is be comparing. So let's go ahead and use
let's get breakout rooms up. Ethan. Ethan Z. Okay, hang on. How is everyone doing? Is everyone okay? I just have one problem that I'm trying to address. Okay. Everybody seems to be doing okay? Okay, that's wonderful. That's great to hear. Okay, I'm just going to try and figure out what's going on in this other room, and class is over. Okay, so we're going to pick up, next time. Hopefully we will not have as much lead in with the crazy AP classroom, etc. We'll just be working on picking up where we left off today. So that'll be tomorrow. All right. We are done. It is 11:15.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, team.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
I'm hoping this is a more fun challenge and just, a little different.
Hey, Mr. Swift.
Yes.
So recently I've been doing a game jam, like through something else, not through school. And
Right,
I was wondering if maybe we could set something up through school and have like a Churchill game jam.
What does that mean?
So at the moment, the game jam I'm doing is where you have to design, code, and publish a entire playable game around a theme in 1 week.
Wow.
So I was thinking if you were to like give out a theme or something and have us sign up for it, and then we can all make games around that theme. And then we rate each other's games and the winner gets like, I don't know.
I
And
hear you. I'm worried about doing that right now leading up to the build, but that sounds like a great thing to do once that's done. Because we're going to have sort of an interesting end of the year once we do all the AP stuff. I'm just worried that people are jammed up. But that's a great suggestion. Can you email me some info about it?
sure thing.
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much, Matt. That's very kind of you to suggest that.
Yeah, thank you. Also, one more thing for the
Sure.
big project at the end, or does it have to be on code.org, or are we allowed to use any language we want?
Technically, I believe you can use any language that you want. Let's address that when we get to it. I haven't done this before with an AP class, so I just don't want to give you any bad information.
Alrighty, awesome. Thank you.
Okay, no worries.
All right, have a great
Ethan?
day.
Ethan, are you out there? Darian, you're still here, but
Yeah.
Ethan? Ethan?
Yeah.
Oh, Ethan, what's going on? You haven't talked to your partner all day.
Chat.
What's that? Ethan, you've been in a breakout room all day with Darian, but you haven't spoken to him, and you guys need to figure out an app to make and figure out who's going to be coding and who's going to be programming. And you've got a 3-day app to make, but you haven't talked to your partner yet. Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry. I have Wi-Fi. I have router people over right now.
I can't hear you.
I have a Verizon people because my internet has been shaky recently. So I haven't been paying much attention to class because I'm at home by myself. So like I have to keep an eye out on the Wi-Fi people.
On which people?
The Verizon people.
Oh, that you're waiting for an appointment? Someone's coming to your house?
Oh yeah. So I was just waiting.
I got you. No, but it's really unfair to Darian because he's trying to, we have a job to do. So, okay. I think I will combine your room with someone just to try and accommodate you both and see if we can make this work better. But Ethan, you're a
Wait.
good coder.
Most, yeah, but like I thought most projects are like you turn it in by yourself. So like,
But the problem is we've spent a whole day of class and you haven't even talked to your partner yet. You've been in a breakout room with a partner for 20 minutes
yeah,
and
sorry,
you
I
haven't
was distracted.
responded.
Yeah, sorry, I was distracted.
Okay, I hear you. But so do you guys want to start out working together or do you want me, I'll just combine you with another room?
So for this project, is it like we turn in our own thing?
What's that?
Do we each turn in our own discussion, investigation, right?
Yes, you both have to do your activity guide and you're going to, one person is creating the user interfaces, the other person is doing the coding, the designer can help with the coding, but the idea is the coder is going to import the screens from the designer. The designer is going to just get your code through copying the text and pasting it into their app. So ideally,
Oh,
your
so
app,
like there would be three. So we each like submit. So we each have our own part, and then we just combine it, and then.
Ethan, did you not watch any of class today?
Oh no! I did. I was just making sure. I was just being.
No, it's a hackathon. It's the two of you. You one person is designing, the other person is coding, but you haven't even talked about what kind of app you want to do. You really wasted today for your partner. It's just hard. I have implicit faith in you, but you've shaken the faith of Darian. So Darian, what would you like? Would you like me to combine rooms or do you want to try seeing if Ethan can be more on target, on task for tomorrow? Ethan, do you think you can work with Darian and make this work?
Well, it's not really his fault if like the Wi-Fi people are here at his house. I
hear you. But the
No,
question is
it's
for the
my
two
fault.
of you, I mean, do you want to turn cameras on and like see each other and
I can't.
talk?
I'm on my desktop. I can't. Well,
Yeah,
like,
I
same.
got you.
but like, yeah, sure. I'll work with him.
Okay,
I'll make
so
everything clear.
Darian, I will
Yep.
vouch for Ethan. Ethan is a very good student and I think he's just in a bad situation. And again, we
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
start out, let's start out with the same rooms tomorrow.
All
All right,
If
that's fine with me.
in the first 5 minutes, you guys have trouble, let me know and I'll combine you with someone. It's not gonna hurt anyone. It's just giving more options to you guys.
All right.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So I want to take care of you and make sure this is working for you. I know it's a weird situation, etc. So we're just going to do our best. All right.
All right. That's fine.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much. And thank you for hanging out, Ethan. And
Yeah.
again, fingers crossed your cable gets fixed.
Yeah.
I have had terrible issues with Comcast.
Oh, dude, that's because it's Comcast.
But it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another, I hate to say.
Yeah.
We had Verizon before.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Hey.
Verizon's been pretty. They've been falling off lately. I don't know what's happening because I used to have great internet, very good internet, but actually, I don't know what happened, but it's okay.
Now it's weird. I swear it's the signal coming off the line.
Yeah, that's
Is
what I'm
not-
saying.
is-
All right,
is being the
sorry,
problem.
Darian. We'll catch up tomorrow.
No, it's all good.
I
Yeah.
think that's fine. I think
All right.
we can catch up tomorrow.
Yay! Everyone's
All right.
shaking hands and hugging.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
I have great confidence in you both. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Right.
All right.